Okay, we are back, and Will, I believe we are ready to start.
Yeah.
So let's get into the fray.
All right. So we are on Lotus.
Right.
This is. I don't think this is a map that I have ever played before.
I believe that was the same case for Colin, who was on play-by-play last week.
Yeah. Like I haven't played. Let me just say this now. I have not played Valorant in like a good while. So some of the characters and new. Some of these new. Some of these new operators are like really new to me.
Hmm.
So like just it's kind of like exciting to see like the game is getting continuous updates and whatnot.
Absolutely. It's good to see continuous support, especially after, it shows that even the developers aren't wanting the game to lose steam. And clearly, that's very evident as Valorant is now considered esports level. It's
Oh yeah.
very,
Oh yeah.
it's very good to see such a passionate group of developers actually care about their
Yeah,
players.
I feel like Riot Games have been like bouncing back and forth between League and Valorant since they not only have to maintain this game, they also have to maintain League of Legends, which is like one of the biggest games of all time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I feel like they just have to bounce back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Hmm. Absolutely. Now, good to point out that ISU, our wonderful Valorant team, is on the defending side. That is also on the left, and Bradley is now on the
Attacking side,
left. Yes.
the attacking side on the
Um,
right.
hmm So, if I remember from this map from last week, yes, we have three central points that we are looking at here, all of which are very, very tricky indeed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just watching this now, I'm just seeing like this new area looks pretty good, honestly.
Absolutely. So, just as a relatively newer player to Valorant, Will, what are you looking at
I'm
when
just
it
look
comes to this map?
I'm looking at like new I'm looking like for like new characters that have come out and also new maps as well
Hmm.
just to keep the game entertaining. And like I'm also trying to keep score as well because, play by play, but
Absolutely.
so we definitely need to oh, that's Blandy's going rocking with the cool dagger.
Hmm. Blandy was absolutely one of the most formidable players in last week's game, and definitely a team player. Very aggressive strategy, but also very much a team player.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as we switch to turn up Toby, we see ISU waiting on the defense here
Yeah.
as as Bradley goes all the way up to. Seems like they're doing a point A push with.
Bradley's pushing on point A. So
Mhm.
and we only got like one player defending, I believe.
Mm,
Right now, no, we got like now we got a couple. Oh, and there's one of them from Bradley.
First kill is Blandy and Zunk. You hate to
Oof,
see it happen.
yeah,
ISU currently at a 3-5.
yeah. Hopefully they can pull it back. They can bring it back.
Absolutely. Now we have seen ISU pull back from worse. They've been able to change a 2v5 to a 2v1 pretty instantly. See the next interaction here between these two very talented teams.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right,
wait, we
as
got.
ooh,
Yeah,
and a flawless from Bradley.
yeah.
Mm,
You
that
hate to see it from. You hate to see it, honestly.
Absolutely. And still very early on in the game, so that does mean that the buy phase is quite small at the moment. However, it is safe to say that with those kills and wins off from Bradley, they are going to be at an advantage as
Yeah.
they take this 0-1 game.
Yeah. The second more is the. It definitely need to bring their synergy up.
Hmm. Absolutely. As we
Alright.
switch to Pizza Pumpkin here. Pizza Pumpkin definitely be one of the other team players. Also at a huge support for the team.
Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah. Like. Ooh. Uh. Looks like Pizza Pumpkin is using his E ability. I think.
First kill. First kill.
Razor
from
Vine has been
Bradley.
destroyed.
Let's see how they play this. Currently a 4-5. Sycamores lost one player.
Pizza Pumpkin is like standing at the ready in terms of defense. He is going. He is just, and he's moving. He's moving.
Okay,
Alright.
we switch to
Zunk
more interactions here as Bradley is now planting
planting
the
the
spike.
Spike planted.
40 seconds on the clock for the Sycamores.
The spike has been planted. So what can the Sycamores do about that?
Ooh. Immediately going into the side of Mac, but Turnip Boy going right onto Mac. It is now a 2v4 and 1v4.
Oh, we got one.
Blandy takes out Jack
Ooh,
on the side of
Blandy
Bradley.
gets eliminated by one of Bradley's attackers.
As we see now, a 0-2 game happening at the moment. Back into the bye phase with
Yep. With we
All right, switching back to the Sycamores, we see them prepare as as Bradley seems to be going on an A push at the moment.
all right. All right. Still in the bye phase. We're waiting for the play. All right.
Ooh,
Ooh, they've been blinded.
an immediate draw as Bradley tries to inch
Ooh.
forward by taking out Spooked Ghost, not with a immediate comeback from Zunk as trades going right now. Sycamore's now at a 4-3 game, now 3-3 game. Let's see what interactions lead to next. We switch over to Turnip
Turnip
Boy
Toby. We got
here. Turnip Toby, I apologize.
Turnip Toby's got the knife out.
Turnip Boy is a indie game, different turnip. As we see the Sycamores inch closer, seems like Bradley is going for now a point C push with very little support on one of the Sycamores cornered over on that side. However, it is a 3-2 game. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go to.
Spike down. C.
Oh, Pizza Pumpkin is sitting at 10 HP. What can he do?
Okay, as we see here, Sycamores are honing in on point C as they attempt to
It's now a 3v1.
15 seconds left on the clock for the spike to be planted.
10 seconds left.
Ooh, and
Ooh, the defenders win this one.
okay, Sycamore's getting their first win off the map. Only three matches in. Claps going around the studio right now as the Valorant team is very excited about that.
Yep.
Finally, with a win under our belt, hopefully the bye phase is a little bit more profitable this time around.
Yeah.
Now, Will, being your first time seeing our Valorant players in a match, what are you just seeing right now from our very talented players?
I'm seeing a lot of setup. Like for I'm seeing a lot of setup, a lot of just for the for when they get out of buy phase, or are they in buy phase? They're not in buy. They are not in buy phase. They're just doing some. Pizza Pumpkin's doing some setup right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Team as Bradley is making a point B push. They're with the spike going down, taking out Zunk and Blandy from the Sycamores.
The spike has been planted by Bradley.
As they try to get this ultimate right now, and they are absolutely defending this entryway as
They
they know
are.
the Sycamores are trying to inch through, but
Ooh.
the spooked ghost
It's now a 5v. It's now a 5v2. Can the Sycamores come back from this?
Very few seconds left on the clock for the spike. Not sure if there's much the Sycamores can do. Seems like the spike might be going off.
The spike's probably Arc Rose destroyed.
It's so unfortunate to see
Yeah,
with
the attackers
a
won.
win going to Bradley. So unfortunate to see this.
Right, we're
Let's-
back in bye phase, and we are still spectating on Pizza Pumpkin. Let's go move over to Zunk.
Right, as Will, do you recognize the character that he's playing right now?
I do not. I think this is one of the beginner, one of the starting characters, I believe. But like, I recognize Omen on Bradley's team. The Omen's probably doing pretty good.
Right, I also see some familiar faces as Yorick, very devious character, as shown by last week by Valparaiso.
Yeah.
As we see Zunk go for the grenade, as they come around the corner, try to make a small push. See some back and forth. Let's see if any trades occur right now. Bradley currently getting interactions from all sides of the map. Now, it is good to point out that we are in a spectator mode, so we are able to see both teams through all the walls. So please do keep that in mind, that what you're seeing now is an omniscient vision. Oh, with Turnip Toby getting 2 kills right off the bat, only to be taken out by
Ooh, the Omen's been taken out by Zunk.
back and forths happening. Trade-offs. Love to see trade-offs. As now
2v2.
2v2 game.
2v1.
1v1 against Sycamores and Bradley's. Oh.
The Sycamores.
Ooh,
The defenders
with
win.
a wonderful kill back at it from Blandy. Blandy being an absolute team player.
Yeah.
Absolutely one of the fiercest people on that battlefield right now.
Yeah.
It is so fantastic to see them just pop off like that, and still keeping a relatively even game at the moment. Only 2-3.
Yeah. I mean, the Sycamores could take it. Honestly,
Absolutely.
they could honestly take the score from 2-3 to maybe 4-3 at this point.
Now, what are some of the biggest things that you think the Sycamores can do right now to increase their scores at the moment?
I mean, probably just have a more defensive positions and probably stay together because I see that a lot with
York placing the clone down and taking out Blandy from around the corner.
Oh man.
Ultimate going off on the other side of the map as the Bruins seem to be taking out a C point at the moment
Yeah.
as they try to get that spike planted. Let's see.
Jace Mace is planting the spike. Is the spike going to get planted? The spike has been planted.
40 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how they're able to pull this off as they go around the corner, try to do a flank, switching to Turnip Boy, going right into the middle of the battlefield. Oh, with a trade off immediately.
Ooh.
Now being a 1v4, and that will
The
be
attackers win this one.
another loss
That's-
for Indiana State.
Come on, Indiana State, we can do this.
Going back to the bye phase as we see some alterations.
Yeah.
Switching back to the Sycamores, back to Spooked Ghost. Also, the healer of the team, Spooked Ghost, is absolutely one of the best team players as they're largely responsible for keeping the team alive.
Yeah.
Well, especially last week as we saw against Valparaiso, they were one of the saviors for them clutching.
Yeah, they were popping off last week.
Absolutely. And if it wasn't for the combined efforts of them and the rest of their team, they
Yeah.
may not have pulled through with that 2v1 last week.
Yeah.
Ooh, first kill going off of Spooked Ghost at the moment as Bradley tries to inch forward. Seems like they're going for a C push once again.
Bradley's pushing on C. There is one player on C right now. Two players near the B point. No one near A.
Right, as we see them switch back.
C.
Okay, Spike is yet to be planted with another kill from Blandy.
Remaining.
Oh, with a trade-off back to Turnip Boy. Or Turnip Toby, I apologize. Oh, it is now a
Oh, they're back.
now a 3v1. Need to see how this happens. See if they can even pull getting down the Spike.
30 seconds left.
30
Oh.
seconds on the clock. Can the Sycamores do it? It's now a 2v1. We got 20 seconds left. The defenders win.
With another match win from the Sycamores. Still keeping it a close game, only 3-4. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that the first to 11 wins this round. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
First to 11? Yes. I'm getting nods.
I think it's first to 11.
Yes, it should be.
I haven't played the game in a while. So I mean, don't take my word for it, but like
I still do largely think that is correct. We're getting a correction. It is 13.
13. It's 13.
I do sincerely apologize to our audience at home. I'm a fake fan. I am so sorry. As we see here,
Commentator's
Bradley is once again going for a B push at the moment. First interactions going up right now with the York
Ooh.
coming from behind the corner. But it's a clone York. Who really cares about them?
I do.
With first kills coming from Blandy and the spike down by Max. Switching to Blandy. Ooh, as it's just a 5v1 right now. Can the Sycamores get a flawless? Ooh, as we just see them round the corner. And
They got a flawless.
Making an even game 4v4 as we move into the 9th match. Ooh, this is incredibly tense. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it is. The timeout is starting.
Okay. Good call from the Brandley University Braves. It is so interesting to see when those are pulled. Will, what are you thinking so far? of
It's
this game?
4v4. It's anybody's game at this point.
Absolutely. With still a potential, let me do my math here real quickly, 9 matches between each of them.
Yeah.
So potentially 17 or 18 more matches to go. Still very, very early on. However, they do seem to be planning at the moment, hence their timeout. As if I was working or not working, playing for Bradley at the moment, I would absolutely be shaking in my boots right now.
Yeah.
Because this is an extremely tight game, and despite their wins, ISU is climbing back up and getting on equal level with Bradley. So let's switch right back into the game.
We got 2 seconds on the timeout, and the timeout is over.
Right back into
to
the
the bu-
fray.
Now we're still in buy phase. We got 15 seconds.
Okay, what are some of the biggest buys that you want to see in these buyout phases as well?
At this point there are so many. There are probably a couple. Probably a couple defense buys will probably be good, and probably or maybe some push buys might be good as well.
Absolutely.
But that's probably all I've got. All I've got in terms of buy on the buy phase.
It seems like Bradley's once again going for a C push at the moment, as we see them as a single player goes behind into the home base of the Sycamores. First interaction going off. Pizza Pumpkin down. Now a 4v5. Additional support is coming in from Blandy, hopefully to help turn up
Dismiss
Toby.
is planting the spike.
Spike planted.
You got
Now with 40 seconds on the clock, it is now a race if the Sycamores can disarm it.
hopefully they can.
Back and forth occurring right now.
Back
It is
and
now a
forth. We got some.
3v2.
It's now 3v2. Oh,
Ooh.
we did it!
All they have to do is
Defusing the spike right now.
Okay, seems to be, and that does look like a round win.
Now
from
it's
the
5.
Sycamores.
Now it is 5-4 in the Sycamores' favor.
It feels good to be back on top, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Will?
it does. It really does. Honestly, I am so hyped right now.
Absolutely. I am extremely excited for the rest of the interactions for the game. And just to clarify, I don't believe that there can be another timeout from Bradley. Am I assuming this correctly? Yes, only one timeout per team. Is
Yeah.
that also correct? So it is who it is so unfortunate to see such an integral part of the match be used so early. Although, thankfully, it is not ISU's timeout, so they can use it for whenever they are in a tough spot right now.
Yep. So
Let's-
we're still on Turn Up Toby. Now let's switch over to Pizza Pumpkin and see what they're doing.
Okay, seems like there is a push on point A at the moment. Interactions going off right now. Let's get closer into the action as Big Mac takes out one of our fellow Sycamores. Spike currently being planted.
We got 40 seconds on the clock.
Let's see how our players are in this moment as they get the rest of the interactions off.
Ooh,
was an
Spooked
immediate
Ghost gets
kill
eliminated.
right out of
Now
the
it's a
dome.
4v1, and the attackers win
You
the
hate
round.
to see it happen.
It's now 5v5. It's anyone's game.
This is true, as all tie games are. Seems like Bradley might be going. Yes, it seems like another push A, and I am very interested to see what their plan is here because it feels like they're starting to get the hang of ISU at the moment.
Oh,
Will,
yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think that ISU is definitely getting the hang of things. They just need to keep. They just need to keep the synergy up, and they need to stay together.
Absolutely. I'm very much with a first kill from Jace Mace onto Zunk and Blandy,
Blandy,
going down
oh.
as well. You hate to see some of the heaviest hitters from the Sycamores go down immediately. Okay,
Here's some setup from Pizza Pumpkin.
let's see how this plays out as
There's a quick reset.
as Spike being planted on A.
40 seconds on the clock now.
Yes, and with Spooked Ghost going out immediately by BU Jack. Very unfortunate to see. Turn Up Toby getting Bronzona. Am I reading that right? Anyway.
Ooh!
With an
Pizza
immediate...
Pumpkin getting eliminated by BU Mac.
As
Ooh, the attackers win again. It's now 6-5 in
Jack
the Braves'
Mace-
favor.
Jack Mace just bombarding our wonderful Turn Up. You hate to see it happen
Yeah.
as the Sycamores are now at a 5-6. Still anybody's game at the moment. However,
Yep.
it is the game. This is the match right before the role switch, so the defenders will become the attackers and vice versa. And
Yep.
we should be seeing the Sycamores on the offense this time around.
I'm wondering to see what the offense is like, honestly, because like I think that the Sycamores can do something with their offense if they just stick together.
Absolutely.
Like I've said.
This map is very tricky indeed because you have all 3 points going on at the same time. So it can lead to some very risky games where there is just everyone covers a different point and you see the attackers simply going for a single point. So you end up having only a pair of 2 players on the defender team getting bombarded by a 5 ace on the other. So we see some interactions going off here.
Let's get some. We got some interaction.
Very tight interactions occurring right now. Pizza Pumpkin blinded as they
Pizza
get-
Pumpkin gets taken out by Jace Mace. The spike has been planted. We got 40 seconds. Can the Sycamores come back?
Let's see how they go with
Ooh!
getting
Spooked
killed
Ghost
right off the
gets
bat, off the
killed.
corner by Mac.
Blandy is now on the screen. Let's see what Blandy can do here.
Ooh, as they try to take out BU White, but just gets demolished immediately.
Yeah.
Going into the attacker side, all weapons reset as we now see a very blank slate for both teams. Once again, ISU is still on the left, BU still on the right. And like we said, this is a role reversal between the two teams. So as we see here, Zunk and the rest of the Valorant ISU team are coordinating. It seems like they're going for a C push at the moment to the very right, left of the screen. I apologize. And
They're pinning on the way to C. So let's see what the Sycamore's got in terms of pushing.
absolutely, as they go in for a slow entrance, play it nice and safe, as the Bradley University is going around the corner back to their home base, just eerily awaiting the Sycamores to pop their heads out. Ooh, with a bounce heading up top as they prepare for the first
Zunk is
interactions
being
of the game.
slowed. Zunk is being slowed by the vines. Zunk gets the elimination. Zunk is sitting at 40 HP right now. Let's see what Zunk can do.
We now see a 4-2 game
One enemy remaining.
as the
Turnip
spike is
Toby
being
is
planted.
planting the spike. In
Okay.
40 seconds. We have one player left on the Brave side, and it is an Omen.
Let's try and see whatever they can pull out of their hats as they get killed right around the corner.
Yep.
He had a good fight there up in the end, but that is a very good place to be for the Sycamores as they stay in a comfortable position and maybe some early econ at the moment.
Yeah. And as we can see, I believe Turnip Toby is the spike planter in this team right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what Turnip Toby can do here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the spy planner is randomly selected in every in every match, correct?
That I do know. Yes, every spike planter is randomly selected.
Understood. Okay.
As I've never there have been many times where I've played Valorant and I've been spike planter and I've automatically lost because I was kind of bad at the game. Honestly, I was kind of bad at the game, but I know some things about it.
First interaction possibly happening here around the corner on A point at the moment as ISU trenches forward with Jukebox right around the corner as they can't see each other, but the shadow bubble going out. Let's see. Both teams
They're just
waiting
sitting
for
around
each
the corner,
other.
just camping.
First interaction going off right now.
Let's get some. Let's see some of this interaction. Let's see if Turnip Toby can. They are pushing on the B point. Turnip Toby is planning the spike.
Okay, with 4 kills from Blandy. Oh my
The attackers
word.
win.
Holy cow.
Wow.
An amazing play from Blandy.
Amazing plays from Blandy.
Absolutely. Let's see what they're pulling out right now. Let's switch to Blandy at the moment. As we see more items being switched out, more sophisticated rifles as the Sycamores change it to a 7-7. It's a very tight game, Will.
Yeah, it is very tight. It is very tight. We're in a tied game now.
Absolutely.
Like first to 13, it's like honestly we could be like we could just be 12-12 and then either one of them could be getting like could get 13.
Absolutely. I definitely do think that it's possible, especially with the Sycamores and their previous representing themselves last week.
Yeah.
I apologize for not wording quite good. It's been a long day.
Words are hard, Carter.
Yes, they are very hard. With location revealed. Okay, as we see possible first interaction. Unclear at the moment where the Sycamores are going at the moment. They could be going on a B push at the moment.
They could,
in the
but
middle of
there's
the
like
map.
Zunk is over at is on an A path right now, but
Oh,
that's
first kill from Pizza Pumpkin. Zunk going right back to BU Max. Okay, it's now even game of 4-4 with even scores, 7-7.
yes, and we got 32, 31, 30 seconds
As
on the
Zunk tries
clock.
to get BU Brano and
Ooh, oh, it's a
Chase
2v. It's a 2v4. All right, over.
Okay, let's see where this puts us. Spooky Ghost taking out one more Bradley University player as they are now centering around
And Blandy has the spike.
as they
Ooh, the spike carrier has been eliminated.
and it does look like a loss for the attackers.
Yep. The
So
timer
unfortunate to see.
Yep. All right, we're now in bye phase on game. I'm trying to think what game we're on.
This would be game 16, I believe.
Game 16. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Just
Alright.
simple math.
Yeah, I'm not a
you-
math major. I'm a communication major, so math no good.
I should hopefully know basic math as I am elementary ed. And if I didn't, I would be very, very sorry for myself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, what are you trying to teach?
going back into the game, 4th grade, if you may know.
Okay.
Going back into the game, first interactions, possibly as we see Bradley very, very slightly inch toward point C as the Sycamores are right there, all huddled together with the first interaction from Zunk getting Mac right off the bat as Spooked Ghost charges up an ability. I see a
The
drone
shadow ball
going
is
in.
covering.
Shadow ball is a very good description. I'm not sure if that's actually the term.
I don't know if it's accurate, but I'm just gonna call it a shadow ball.
Me too. I would rather prefer that one.
Yeah.
As we see the Sycamores inching back, actually going for an A push, knowing that they are Bradley is currently at C at the moment, something they won't be expecting.
Because there's only one person. There's only one person on A.
Absolutely.
Oh, the blind.
With a blind coming from Bradley.
Let's see what Spookos can do. Let's switch to Blandy.
Bradley is now caught on that they are wanting an A push. Now everybody is on A. Ooh, with BU White taking out Spooked Ghost, the team's healer. Ooh, with trades going back and forth, it's now 2v1 game.
And now there's one. It's a 2v1. Can the Sycamores do it?
Blandy tries to go for. Ooh, right around the corner.
Right around the corner. The
It
attackers
takes
win.
Out BU Jack. Once again, still keeps it an even game. This whole entire match has just been a back and forth.
It's been
between
back and
these
it's
two
just been
teams.
back and forth. Like attackers win, defenders win, attackers win, defenders win. It's still anyone's game though.
This is incredibly tense, Will. What are you thinking right now that the Sycamores can do to get a severe advantage?
I mean, I think they should. They're right up. They're going for pushing on B point, and it looks like they're about. They are getting. It looks like they are trying to shoot through the shadow ball, and nothing is hitting.
At the
Now
moment,
they're pushing. Now they're pushing on A point. And let's see what Blandy does here. We got one defender that was going up to A, but decided to go back.
definitely that cluster at B point told the Sycamores to get out of Dodge, and now they split up. Seems like they might be going for another A push at the moment. However, they do seem to be a bit more spread out. So let's just see where this takes us.
Okay. So Blandy's doing a bit of setup.
As you see the Sycamores push, as location potentially reveal. Interactions going right now as Sycamores push forward toward A point.
Sycamores push. And Turnip Toby is planting the spike.
Okay, as we see, Bradley is now catching on as they inch forward, and Mac getting taken out by Zunk, as well as Jack Mace and Bramo and Jack. Oh my gosh, a 5v1.
Oh my god.
This could be a flawless for the Sycamores.
It's probably going to be a flawless. Can it be a flawless? It's a flawless by the Sycamores.
Wonderful play from Indiana State. You love to see it.
All right.
Definitely a good stance for the Sycamores to be at, and I can absolutely say that they got some mad intimidation points.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is very
Their
tense.
intimidation stat is at 100. If you play Skyrim,
I was going to say that sounded like Skyrim.
yeah, Skyrim reference on stream.
We once again thank everybody for being here with us on this wonderful Thursday night, and we hope that you are enjoying the stream at the moment as Indiana State is going up against the Bradley University Bruins. First
Braves.
interactions going here off the cup as the Sycamores push on to C point. Currently unsure if Bradley has caught on. However, they are taking their time.
They seem to be pushing on C point, and there are only 2 players on C point for Bradley.
First death coming from Spooked Ghost. Sycamores now at a loss of 4 against 5. They've certainly come back from worse, so hopefully they can pull back from this as the
Turnip
spike
Topi is
being
planting the spike. We got 40 seconds until the spike explodes.
Okay. With
Blandy
a blind,
being blinded and then eliminated by BU Mac, and then getting like revived. I did not know that was a thing.
Okay, 2 kills. Oh, as the Bruins currently try to defuse the spike, it seems like they will be successful, making this a 9v9 match once again.
It's like like a back and forth.
It is a there's not much there has never been more back and forth in my esports experience. I'm pretty sure yo-yos don't go back and forth as much as this does. Or even literally anything that moves back and forth. It is a constant state of winning and losing and ties for both of these teams.
All right.
This
4
is,
seconds in the buy phase. Let's see what we do next.
This is absolute madness, I tell you, Will.
Yep. Ooh, getting blinded. Now let's see what the Sycamores can do to come out of this.
As Bradley anticipate, Indiana State coming from the directly right side.
It seems
their
like
home
they were
base.
going for the spawn camp.
Now they go as a 5v3 is a terrible place to be at, as we just see BU White. All right, we go back to Blandy, who now seems to be going on a B push at the moment, staying close to her team.
All right, let's see what goes on. All right, door opened. Now, Blandy can honestly, I have full confidence that Blandy can pull this off based on how Blandy has been doing in the past. So
it could definitely be possible. However, the Sycamores got to pull this off. Very tight space to be.
Yep.
As they move on to plant the spike.
At C point.
Okay, Bradley seems to be caught on at the moment. Let's see how they play this.
The spike has been planted. We got 40 seconds. Ooh, and Blandy gets eliminated.
Turnip Toby getting 2 kills right off the bat, but only and as they kill the last remaining Sycamore.
Yeah.
Now Jace Mace defusing the spike,
now
making this a win for Bradley.
Now it's 10. Now it is a 10-9 situation. Let's switch back over to the Sycamores.
I definitely wouldn't be very. I would absolutely be possibly a timeout. I think that might be the best call for the Sycamores at the moment.
We could get a timeout, and we could call a timeout, and then we could see what happens from there.
Absolutely. I do think that it's in the Sycamore's best interest to strategize at the moment, because right now they are getting bombarded right as they spawn. So
Yeah,
and
looks
that-
like they're looks like 2 out of 3 of the team of the Sycamores are going towards B. Not and 3 people are going on the A point.
okay, we may want to switch over to them as the first interactions seem to be happening.
All right,
Over
let's go
there.
over to the let's go over to Blandy and see what's going on.
Okay, still part of this trio trying to go into point A as nothing happening at the moment. Doesn't seem like many shots are being fired, but with abilities going off with the first kill from Turn Up Toby.
Spike down A.
Ooh, but the Bradleys
Ooh.
killing 3 players at the moment, leaving a 2v4.
A 2v4, that's a really hard position to be in. Let's see if the Sycamores can can pull this off.
Absolutely. It is definitely troublesome to see our wonderful players get bombarded so easily, right by camp, no less.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Camping is definitely not.
Ooh, with Blandy
ooh,
getting taken out
Blandy gets
right
taken
as they
out.
step out.
All right, pizza. We're now on Pizza Pumpkin. Let's see what Pizza Pumpkin can do. Even though it's a 4v1, let's see what happens.
With 10 seconds left on the clock, can Pizza Pumpkin even try to make a difference in this very poor state?
I feel like they're just trying to run out the clock at this point. Let's see.
And as
The
Bradley
defenders win.
Bradley tries to take out our last remaining Sycamore for shame. For shame.
For shame.
Um,
Shame.
All right, and we are now back into the bye phase. It is now 9-11. Indiana State University now losing by a matter of 2 points, or 2 matches. I apologize.
Yeah.
Will, what do you think they can do right now to get back on an advantage?
They just need to stay together. I mean, like they are very split up right now, and they need like 2 on C, 1 on B, and 2 on A. I think they need to stay together and just stay on 1 point because that's definitely where they shine. By staying together and and just pushing on point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly in these past few rounds, Bradley has done a good job at just being so clustered and very aggressive right near spawn, and that's definitely not what the Sycamores need at this point as they try to inch back all the way up to the top, try to make up for lost time.
All right, let's see what's going on here. We got
First interactions happening right at the moment. Blandy taking out BU Mac. Good place to be, especially as one of the most formidable players on Bradley's team.
Turn Up Toby is planning the spike. We got 40 seconds now till the spike explodes.
40 seconds on the clock with currently a 5v4, ISU 5, Bradley 4, as we see not really any pushes.
Ooh!
But with 3 kills. 3 kills from Bradley. Now a 1v3. Ooh.
Ooh!
As
And the defenders take it.
as Pizza Pumpkin trying to take back the point. You hate to see it happen.
Let's go back to the Sycamores. We're now on Spooked Ghost. Let's see who takes the spike. Turn Up Toby now has the spike, I believe. Yes, it is Turn Up Toby that has the
It
spike.
is now match point. The Sycamores are in a very tense situation at the moment.
Can the Sycamores bring it back to a tie at least? Can they do it?
We would definitely need a miracle at the moment, or some very good synergy and teamwork from the Sycamores. You hate to see it happen with such a good start as well.
It seems like Bradley is split up at the moment and not clustered together. Now that might be good for the Sycamores because the Sycamores are being being a little clump right now, and they are sticking together as a team, which is
Absolutely.
very good.
However,
Oh, and Blandy's down. Oh,
as they work with a 4v5, what we need right now is a good push onto what seems like point A, but they may be backtracking towards C or B. I definitely do think C is the best at the moment, as Bradley seems to be anticipating point A. So,
they also seem to be anticipating point B as well.
yes, however, that will mean some time will pass before they are able to get to point C.
Because we only got like 40 seconds left.
Absolutely. So they may be banking on the fact that they're expecting point A.
Yeah.
That is definitely a possibility. Unfortunately, we cannot hear the voices of the Valorant team over at the stage, as we are very much far away. They're on the other side of the studio.
Yeah.
Next interactions happening on the clock here. Ooh, with abilities going left and right. Players now blinded, as we see
Turn Up Toby is playing a spike. Let's see what they do.
Spike now planted, as Bradley tried to make a stand with the first. Next kills coming up right here, as Bradley takes out Zunk and three players.
Is it going to be a flawless? It's a flawless. It's a flawless,
Oh.
and they're also probably going to diffuse the spike. Ooh, you
That's-
hate to see it.
That is
And
so
and
unfortunate to see.
and Bradley wins.
That
Oh
is
my!
So
Oh my word!
unfortunate to see.
That is so
the
unfortunate because like the
Sycamores.
Sycamores were doing so good. They were going back and forth, and then Bradley just takes it away from them, just yanks it out of their hands.
That was so unfortunate to see. I can't imagine how the our Valorant team feels right now, and that was just such a good show of defense from the side of Bradley, and I'm flabbergasted. I
Yeah.
am absolutely flabbergasted. That was such a tight game. That was such a tight game, and I think what we need right now is a quick break.
Yeah.
I think that's what we
Yeah,
need,
let's go for
especially
a
as our
quick
Valorant
break.
team gets adjusted here. So we will be right back in just a few minutes, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to Valorant Esports. Carter, how we feeling?
That last game was extremely tense.
It was. We were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like we were sitting at ties for like at least 80% of the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you would define that last game. Back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Noel very much just give a good head shake, like, yes.
All
There
right,
was a
now
lot.
we're going back into it. Let's go. The map is bind this time.
Back into the fray.
I think I don't know if I've seen this one, but I think I maybe have played it before. But let's see if this map can jog my memory at least, because I think I played like at least until like season 1. Like I played when it first came out, but then I stopped at season 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this may be, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think this is a 2-point map or a 3-point map?
I think it might be a 2-point map. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right then. Do we see any changes off the bat with characters?
Let's see. Pizza Pumpkin. It seems like Turn Up Toby has switched to another character that I don't recognize. Blandy Zunk is playing the character that Blandy was playing. Blandy is playing the white hair girl with the knife. That's what I'm gonna call her. Because I can't remember the names of the characters at this point. All right, all 10 players are locked in. Let's see what happens. Remember, it is best of 3, and it is first to 13 wins the game.
Yes, wins the round.
Wins the round. And if the Sycamores can pull this off, then we may be able to go to game 3.
Absolutely, that would definitely be. Wouldn't that just be lovely?
Yeah, because at this point, I don't think like at all of the esports that I've been going to, even like the Smash ones where I'm competing, we have not really gone to game 3. At least like we've only done like 2 out of 3 games because. But actually, in Rocket League, it's best of 5, I believe.
Yes.
So,
yes, it is.
so Rocket League, we would only do like 3 games. All right, now we're sitting at the buy phase. 6 seconds until match starts. Now, it looks like it looks like the Sycamores are split up at the moment. Let's see how this goes, because Spooked Ghost is starting their setup. Do a quick reset with the reload. There's a drone. There's a drone going out, and let's see where the drone is. And now the hostiles have been detected. And he has also been detected as well. Let's see how this goes.
Spike.
All right, the spike has been planted. Now we got 40 seconds. Let's see how this goes.
Now,
Because the Sycamores are defending, and it is on point B, and there are like a lot of players from the from Bradley University on point B. All right.
still a 4v5 game now. Well, unfortunately,
Ooh.
1v5.
1v5 now. It was a flawless. You hate to see it from the Sycamores. You hate to see it. Now it's a 1-0 situation. Let's see if the Sycamores can bring it to a 1-1 situation, just like last game. That would be exciting.
I mean, that would definitely be a good start, and history does tend to repeat itself.
Honestly, yes.
So, unfortunately, this does mean Bradley is at an econ advantage at the moment.
They are very much at an econ advantage. Yeah,
Definitely not a good position for the Sycamores to be in. So
because
early
they're
in the
getting
game.
more because the more wins they get, the more money they get, the more items they can buy from the store in the buy phase. So all right, we got Pizza Pumpkin going on the defensive, and they're running with Zunk right now.
Spike planted.
And the spike has been planted. We got 40 seconds, and it's only a 3v5, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the Sycamores can do. And Blandy's just sitting in the ball of sand that is going around. All right, it's Decay. Pizza Pumpkin has been decayed, and Pizza Pumpkin is the last player. Let's see it's a 3v1. Let's see what can happen with this.
There are a few seconds on the clock.
And the spike may just explode here, I think. The spike has exploded, and the attackers have won. It's now 2-0. Very unfortunate to see from the Sycamores.
I actually don't think I have seen that yet, where the spike actually goes off.
There's, I think it happened last game, like, at least once. Probably.
That animation looked different.
Yeah, there like sometimes in like different maps there can be like different animations for the spike going off. So if there, I mean, it could be like a map thing, or it could be like maybe like a customizable thing. But I haven't seen that like at all during my time with the game. So I'm gonna have to start playing again because this looks fun.
Absolutely. Let's switch back to the Sycamores. As we see the Spooked Ghost back here with her first interaction of the game.
All right. Oh, and Spooked Ghost takes an limb. All right. Now it looks like they are pushing toward. They are going for point B, I think, on the defensive. Okay, let's see. Spooked Ghost is currently flicking the butterfly knife, and it's actually kind of nice that the animation the animation for the butterfly knife tricks is kind of nice. All right. Let's go to Blandy and see what they're doing. Oh, it's a flawless. It's a flawless for the defenders. It's good to see the Sycamores are picking it back up. Now we're back into buy phase. We got 20 seconds until match starts. All right. Now let's see what they can do with this. 10 seconds until match starts.
Definitely good to see that the Sycamores are getting more econ, thankfully.
Yeah.
They have some sort of pick-me-up here in the early game.
Yeah, they do, and they definitely needed it because if they definitely need some of those items in order to pick back up their wins. And big shadow wall going up. Oh, and 2 kills! 2 kills!
Spike down A.
Amazing play by Blandy.
Blandy is just absolutely taking those.
She goes around the
Ooh.
corner.
Oh, then Blandy gets taken out, but the defenders still take it anyways. It's good to see from the Sycamores. Now we're back into the buy phase. We got 30 seconds on the clock until match start.
Very good to see the Sycamores back in a tied game.
Yes,
As
absolutely.
that is definitely their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Against Bradley.
Yeah.
It is definitely well suited.
Hopefully
and
we
well
go
needed.
back into that back and forth. That would just be nice, wouldn't it? Honestly, it would be. Honestly, I think it would be funny, hilarious, even.
That
All right, now Spooked Ghost is doing some setup. Let's see if there are going to be any drone deployments.
Bradley inches forward.
Bradley inches forward, and Spooked Ghost gets taken out by Bradley. All right, let's see what Blandy can do from here.
Currently a 3v4. Next interactions are playing out with the spike being planted.
We got 40 seconds until the spike explodes. Can the Sycamores get it back? Blandy with the kill, sitting at 70 HP, just shoots at the wall. Just. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Shot from around the corner, probably? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh my God. Can Blandy do it? Can Blandy do it? Oh, Blandy does it! And it disarms the spike. Honestly, that was pretty close. That was a very clutch game. That was a very clutch. Oh my God. That was amazing to see from Blandy.
That was incredibly tense and a great play.
That was a very good play. Honestly, the push the 1v3 against the Bradley Braves. Honestly, it was just amazing to see that Blandy could pull that off.
Absolutely. It was definitely good to see the Sycamores pick themselves back up, and now it is a standing 3v2.
Now all right, I hear a drone. Anyways, it looks like the Bradley University is going up for point A, and Blandy just takes the kill, and Blandy gets knocked. All right, let's see. BU White is planning the spike. We got 40 seconds on the clock. Can the Sycamores come back and defuse it? If they can, it'll be massive for their score.
Drone is down. Light munition. All missiles away.
Ooh, and Spooked Ghost gets a kill before getting killed themselves. Now, let's see what happens. Oh, and the attackers win. You hate to see it from the Sycamores.
Now going back to a even game, 3v3.
It's we're back at the back and forth. Honestly, this is hilarious.
We would still love to see the Sycamores at a great advantage right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. All right.
We go back to Spooked Ghost, ending the buy phase at the moment. Will, what are you thinking so far about their position right now? Still at a 3v3. What's going through their minds?
All right. Three of them are posted at A. And most of Bradley is just pushing the B point. Now, I do say it's a good idea to split defense on B on both points, but they do need to be careful because that defense could end in an instant. The spike has been planted. We got 40 seconds on the dot.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
The blind, they get blinded. All right, Spooked Ghost pulling out.
Still a relatively even game between the two universities.
All right, it's a 4v4 now. Let's see if the Sycamores can do it. The Sycamores, ooh, now it's a 1v1. Let's see if Zunk can do it, and Zunk takes it. That's a great play from the Sycamores. Defusing the spike. The defenders win the round. Let's go on to, let's go to the next round. It is now buy phase. We have 30 seconds. Their econ is starting to grow. Now they can buy more items for their defense.
Absolutely. And econ is determined by how many kills you get. That is correct?
I think so, and probably by like how many rounds won, I think, as well. I think it goes hand in hand with both.
Gotcha. I see. I couldn't exactly remember if it was simply the round wins or if it was kills. I know this very much works similarly to other games where you get econ and then you go in.
Yeah, like League of Legends, like they have like an econ system based on how much time how much time goes by. That's how League of Legends works.
I was about to say, speak of the devil, this also a Riot game.
Yeah.
Spike down A.
All right, Zunk is starting their setup. Let's see. It's now a 3v3. Let's see if the Sycamores can pull it off. We've got 1 minute on the clock. The spike has not been planted yet, but Jace Mace is planting the spike. As I just said, the spike has not been planted yet. Great. All right. The location has been revealed. It's now a 2v3. Let's see what the Sycamores can do.
40 seconds left on the clock with our next interactions going right now.
Ooh, and Zunk gets the kill. All right, now it's a 2v2. Let's see what the Sycamores do. That rhymes.
I was about to say, was that intentional?
Yeah. All right. Zunk going in on the push. Ooh, Zunk gets the kill. Oh, the attackers take it, and the attackers were at like, I think, maybe 1 HP or something. Now let's go back over to the Spooked Ghost. We're now in buy phase, 30 seconds, as always, to get their econ sorted.
If that last game wasn't the definition of clutch for Bradley, I don't know what is, Will.
Yeah, exactly. But it was definitely thrifty, as the game said.
Mm-hmm.
All right, match start. Now let's go into the drone is spotting them. Big green wall. All right, their location has been revealed and they've been marked. Let's see if the Sycamores can pull this off. Oh, and the spooked ghost gets eliminated. Now we go back to turn up Toby, and the spike has been planted. Let's see what the Sycamores can do here. With Zunk sitting at only a low amount of HP, what can they do about that? They don't. This doesn't look like they have any support operators on the field right now for this game. Let's go back to the Sycamores. Now, let's see the buy phase. Let's see if they can. They have more tricks up their sleeve in the buy phase. It's round 10 right now. So, for the defenders. All right. We
Now-
got match start. Now let's see what the Sycamores have.
Now, Will, if you're okay with me asking, what do you think the Sycamores need to do right now to get back to at least a tie or even being an advantage against the Braves?
I think they're really doing pretty good in terms of synergy,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they need to amp it up more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got the spooked ghost aiming down sights and then setting up for their one of their abilities.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, and the spooked ghost gets the kill.
Defenders.
And it's been and it's the Sycamores pulled it off. Let's see what they can do in round 11.
Defenders winning without even the spike being planted. That's definitely impressive.
That is very impressive, because you would usually see that the defenders winning and then taking diffusing the spike.
I am
But just so you know, the spike can still go off even if the defenders take out all their players. So they have to find the spike. They still have to find the spike, or else they're done. All right, let's move over to Blandy and see what they're doing right now. Seems like we got some sort of defense method going on. Seems like they're heading back to spawn. And they're heading towards A point.
not many interactions so far this game.
Yeah. I mean, something does have to happen soon, because we only got 50 seconds. We can't run out the clock. All right, there looks like to be some interaction at point B. Let's go to point B, because we got some interaction. Jace Mace is planting the spike. Let's see what we can do about that. It's now it was a 3v3. It's now a 3v3. Ugh. But the attackers still win. You hate to see it from the Sycamores.
I believe this next round is.
Round before the switch.
Thank you for explaining that game. Beat me to it.
They beat you to it. All right, we're switching back to the Sycamores.
Don't you just love it when your job is being taken by the game? It very
Yeah, very much so.
very cheeky. Very cheeky.
Yeah. It was like, you're on to something, game. Are you watching me?
Possibly.
They're probably watching me right now.
All right, as we see Bradley advancing onto A point, getting a first kill off.
Face your fear.
Oh, the Face Your Fear ability. And the jump ability into the dash. All right.
Spike planted.
Or yep. The spike has been planted. We got 40 seconds until it explodes. Can the Sycamores defuse it? And Blandy gets a kill before being eliminated. It now is being sent to Pizza Pumpkin to see what Pizza Pumpkin can do. Pizza Pumpkin gets the kill. Ooh, rip and tear. I've never heard that attack before.
Being killed from around the corner by the lovely Yorick on
I
the
just
other
see
team.
Noelle just having her thumbs down. All right.
Very, very disapproved. Did not like.
All right, now we got the Sycamores on the attack side. Now it is 5-7. Can the Sycamores win 2 more rounds and bring it back?
Is it definitely a tough spot for them to be in? I don't know
Yeah.
about you, Will.
Yeah, it is definitely a tough spot because looking at the econ right now for Pizza Pumpkin, it is not looking great.
Absolutely. But do keep in mind, doesn't that mean with the role swap, I mean, both teams should be at an econ reset?
I think so. I think so.
Gotcha. Okay. It's good for our audience at home to be reminded of these sorts of things. Ooh, this first interaction off now. Blandy taking out a life. Blandy taking out 2 players.
All right. All right, we're still on Pizza Pumpkin. Now, let's see what the Sycamores can do. We got Zunk on some setup right here on his E ability with the pistol. Ooh, and Zunk just gets eliminated.
One enemy.
Pizza Pumpkin is still out and going. Let's see what Pizza Pumpkin can do, because they only got the pistol out, and it could be anyone's round at this point.
Very tense situation.
They have the spike. Oh, and the defenders win. Oh, you hate to see it from the Sycamores. Noelle's having a conniption right now. At least I may even have a conniption at this point. You know, because we're now in the bye phase and it's 8-5 in Bradley's favor. But the Sycamores still bring it back.
Absolutely. We go back to the Sycamores at the moment with the spooked ghost. Let me ask you this now, Will. What do you think they need to do right now to get out of that 3-point loss at the moment?
They need to stick together. Like they have been splitting up at the they have been splitting up. Noelle cannot play this game to save her life, but I could do better.
We have a for the audience at home. We have a teleprompter set up
we have a teleprompter.
with Noelle giving us notes at the same time. So Noelle basically
She's
is
only-
giving us a script.
She's only joking. Honestly, she's only joking.
As we see the Sycamores at a 4-5 player loss.
Let's we got Zunk with as the spike planter. Let's see how this goes.
Very tough position to be in right now. It seems like they're being brought in from both sides.
Ooh, and the spike gets lost. Now it could be a flawless for Bradley, I believe.
As Pizza Pumpkin gets absolutely berated from the rest of the Bradley team.
Yeah, it's a flawless by Bradley. Can this? I don't know if the Sycamores can come back, but I hope they do. We're in the bye phase. 30 seconds until match starts. All right.
I will say after last week, I do think it's very much
Yeah,
it's very possible for the Sycamores to come back from this.
yeah, they should. I think that they could call a timeout here. They could definitely call a timeout here and just re-strategize and rethink their positions.
Absolutely, that would be in their best interest at the moment. Plus, I don't believe we have seen our Valorant team call a timeout
They have
since
not.
starting this conference.
They have not called a timeout yet, but if they do, it'll definitely be a good chance to re-strategize and replan.
As we see here, first interactions coming off, trade-off kills.
Spike carrier has been killed, but the spooked ghost now has the spike and is planting. We got 40 seconds until the spike explodes, and the drone has been deployed. Let's see what this does. Now the hostiles have been detected. Now let's see what what ISU can do against Bradley. All right.
Currently a 4v3. Hopefully they can pull through.
Ooh, and Spooked Ghost gets annihilated.
Last player standing.
Let's see. Oh, and the attackers win another one. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We're back in buy phase. We got 30 seconds. It's now a 6-9. It's now 6-9. Still in the Bradley's favor, but they can definitely the Sycamores with this win, with this round win, could pull off something that we have not seen yet.
They definitely needed that econ boost.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did because they were sitting at like a low econ.
Absolutely. And it's so, especially if there is an early advantage, you can definitely see where that gets the other team into trouble.
Yeah.
If you don't get that immediate advantage in econ, then how worthwhile are your weapons starting out?
Yeah. And plus the starting pistol is like mostly used for like is just used for like probably first 2 rounds
Spike down.
or
A.
something like that.
Our spike carrier is killed.
The spike carrier has been killed. Now let's see what the Sycamores can do since it's a 2v4. Blandy gets a kill, then Blandy gets killed by Jack from Bradley University. And the defenders win. But if all the defenders need is 3 more games to win, but hopefully the Sycamores can get back up to 10 wins to call this a tie.
I would absolutely love to see it happen. It would still be very much difficult for the Sycamores.
It would be very difficult for the Sycamores.
Bradley now has 3 more games to go to even win this match and possibly the entire stream for today.
Mm-hmm. They got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We're on Spooked Ghost right now.
The Sycamores definitely need to pull off something right now to make a comeback and, frankly, make a statement.
Seems like they're posted up at point B right now. They're going they're going up against 3 of the Bradley players. All right, let's see how this goes. And Zunk gets taken out by Mac. And then ISU turn up Toby, takes out Mac. Spooked Ghost is still... we switch to Blandy, and Blandy gets eliminated. Let's go straight to Pizza Pumpkin. Pizza Pumpkin has 100 HP and 50 shield. Let's see what they can do. It looks like the Braves are still taking their cake, and it's just hard to see the Sycamores play like this. We definitely need the Sycamores to stay together.
Now at a 6-11 loss, this is a bad place to be for the Sycamores. How can they pull back from this, Will?
Honestly, they just need to they just need more communication. They just need more communication, and they need more team comp.
We absolutely need to see more. I was about to say coalition, more conversion between each one of these players on the side of the Sycamores. More synergy.
Yeah,
synergy is the word I'm looking
synergy.
for. Will, I am so sorry for not having the right words today. I'm
so mad at you. I'm so mad at you. You don't have the right words. You're mean.
I'm a fake. I'm a fake
You're a
caster.
You're a fake commentator. I'm the only real one. I'm joking.
Spike carrier killed.
I'm joking. All right. Spooked Ghost is capturing the orb, but gets eliminated. It's now a 2v2 situation. But now we have Pizza Pumpkin being the last player left, and he picks up one of the other player's weapons. Let's see what happens. Now, Pizza Pumpkin is standing at 72, while the other player from Bradley is sitting at 100 right now, like at full health.
Very difficult position to be in. Very tense, extremely tense. You can cut the tension with a butter knife.
And Pizza Pumpkin is carrying the spike, so they just need to pull something. Oh, and the defenders take it again. Ugh. You hate to see it from the Sycamores. All right, we're at match point. Let's see what we can do. Let's go to Zunk. Now we have the attackers taking a timeout. We have a minute.
The very first time the ISU has taken their own timeout. Will, this is not looking good.
It is not. It is not. It is at match point, and honestly, all I see is Bradley just taking the win at this point.
That could absolutely be the case. Now, let's just assume, best case scenario, they do push out some wins at this point. What do you think the Sycamores can do right now to even get the next wins under their belt?
They just need synergy. They have been scattered. They have been scattered as I know that they have been seen in clumps, but they have been scattered at some points during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we have 5 seconds until the timeout is over.
Let's switch right back into the game.
All right. Now we're got back on Zunk. Now let's see what the Sycamores can do. It's now 6-12. It's at match point, and we have 6 seconds until the round starts. All right. Let's go all the way to Blandy and see, because they are a heavy hitter. They are definitely a heavy hitter. They were definitely a heavy hitter for last match.
Absolutely. If there's anyone who's going to make a major difference right now, it's Blandy and, in my opinion, Zunk as well.
Yeah. Yes. No, Noelle's just bobbing her head, like just like doing the head nod,
like she's at a real big Fish concert. Just listen, they have bangers. They have bangers.
They do. Great music, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Blandy's taking on a defensive position, but Ghosted is definitely pushing, but the Decay is probably gonna take. Is the Decay gonna take them out? Oh no! Wait, it just goes to 1.
30 seconds left.
Oh, never mind. Oh wait, and they can heal back. Okay, that makes sense. And their shield is regenerating as well.
As they push on.
And Blandy takes the kill. Oh, and the defenders win. The defenders take it again.
And that is a defeat
That is a defeat
for the Sycamores.
for the Sycamores. Yeah.
And unfortunately,
Unfortunately, the Bradley Braves win the competition today.
that is so unfortunate to see. Very GG's and fair games to the Bradley Braves.
GG's, good games.
Before we go into break right now, Will, what can you say? Just immediate thoughts after the game.
I definitely think that the Sycamores were definitely had synergy, and they were definitely playing well. I can't remember the who's the one that starts with a B. What's their username?
Um,
Bl- uh,
I believe
Blandy. Blandy would definitely had Blandy's KDA ratio is definitely pretty good. 26, 15, and 2. That's pretty good in terms of assists. That's pretty good in terms of kills. But that Blandy definitely has the highest. KDA means kill, death, and assists. So Noel was asking. And definitely the KDA was definitely off the charts for Blandy. And I think that if the Sycamores could have stayed together in terms of a clump and had more of a defensive position on their points, then they could have definitely taken it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We will be right after break. We may interview one of the team players. Still trying to find out at the moment, but we'll be right back with you here in a few short minutes. Stay tuned. And we are back. Joining me here for the post-game interview, we have the Spooked Ghost. How are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. That was a really tough but good game compared to our previous matches.
Absolutely. Going against the Bradley Braves. So, right off the bat, what were some of the most significant things that you saw actually playing against the Braves?
The game one. I mean, game one, we immediately were hit with a really good stack of opponents. I mean, they had 4 blinds, multiple stuns, and plenty of smokes to really just mess us up. But as a team, I think we did really good as countering and filling our roles. I mean, if we look back on our first match against Belmont or second game against Valparaiso, team improvement overall is just keeps getting better. We're working on team play. So, yeah.
Absolutely. It's definitely good to see how well you guys are working together, even through our losses. You know, it's you guys are doing an amazing job up there, especially at such high skills. I absolutely commend you for that. Going forward, as we will inevitably go up against Bradley one more time, what do you want to remember for future games?
Remember for future games. Definitely one thing that's hitting at least 3 of us on the team is the skill difference. I mean, we might be physically ranked a lot lower, and I mean, going off of stats, like our three lowest were our 3 lowest in the entire match. But I mean, remembering for future is that we are better than just what the rank says. I mean, we put up a really decent fight against people who have, I mean, to be frankly, not to get stat heavy, but as a team we have a little over 2,000 hours, and I mean, that team was probably closer to 12,000 or 15,000.
My word.
So
That's still definitely.
and that's just our individual playing time. So I mean, if you add that into how well we're doing, I think it's I think looking forward it'll get better.
It's definitely a good mindset to keep in mind. And still, you guys were doing absolutely fantastic up there, trying your absolute darndest. As a final note, what are easily some of the biggest takeaways, and what's the biggest thing you would like to work on as a player with the rest of your team?
I mean, what hit us really hard in both games we just played were the fact that we were clumping together. I mean, we were getting sight, we were holding ground like we were supposed to, but we weren't continuing to take ground. So I think as a team right now, we're working on getting some set plays. Next week we're going to actually start writing down a physical playbook, so we have set momentum for the maps that are on our list. So yeah.
Understood. Well, any last note before we head off for the night?
Go Sycamores. So
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And thank you so much to Will, who's sitting right over there for the play-by-play commentary. Thank you so much to Noel for working production and giving us notes on our lovely teleprompter iPad thing. We love the teleprompter. And we thank you, the audience, for being here and watching one more Valorant stream and another esports stream of the week. My name has been Carter Seifert. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Take care.